Hello, I'm Jonasz Rewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Now, according to Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko, 4 people were killed in the attack and 16 others were wounded. Also, that same night, Russian troops launched a combined attack on Chernihiv using ballistic missiles and drones, targeting civilian infrastructure and wounding 4 as a result. More casualties may still be trapped beneath the rubble. Search and rescue operations are still underway. The strike disrupted the power supply to water pumping stations, resulting in shortages. Ukraine likewise carried out a massive drone attack on Russian territory overnight, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, with 174 drones launched, some of which reached their targets. In Engels, in the Saratov region, drones hit an apartment complex, starting a fire. No casualties were reported. An industrial facility also caught fire, with Ukrainian sources saying it was the Krystal oil depot, which supplies fuel to the Engels 2 airbase, where strategic bombers are stationed. In Michurinsk, in the Tambov region, debris from a downed drone caused a fire at a local business, wounding 3 people. The attack came days after Operation Spiderweb, in which Ukrainian drones struck Russian air bases, damaging or destroying a number of strategic bombers. For the first time during the full-scale war, Ukrainian forces managed to accomplish what until recently seemed almost impossible: destroy a Russian Iskander tactical missile system on the ground. The missiles launched by these platforms are considered to be among the most difficult to intercept due to their speed, maneuverability, and short approach time. They have repeatedly inflicted devastating strikes on critical infrastructure and on civilians in Ukraine. Now, thanks to the precise intelligence work and coordination of strike assets, a devastating blow was delivered to positions of the 26th Missile Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces. According to preliminary estimates, 1 launcher was eliminated, while 2 more are likely damaged. Ukraine continues to fight for its skies and is increasingly successful in doing so. A video that recently popped up online features a Russian soldier showing his daily routine on the front line in Ukraine. It should probably be called Room Tour of a Russian Trooper Killing People in Ukraine. Now, as always, there is lots of swearing and little to no reaction to killed comrades, whose bodies are still at their positions. Well, war is war, I guess.
Вот такие типы здесь, каждые 2-3 метра почти. Жалко парней, жалко, но деваться некуда. Война есть война. Блять, они еду оставляют, там пиздец. Сигареты по полбычка Винстона. Ёбаный в рот. Кассетка хуярь, там комик где-то сзади летит, да и
А перевес?
он шпак ходит. Тихо,
Привет.
тихо.
Пролетел.
Вот такая вот шляпа. Вон поле открыто. Там такая фотка будет, я потом покажу. Йо, это вообще трэш. Блять, хуй пойми, то ли это фаб, то ли, блядь, хаммерс, нахуй. Ну ракета, ебать, меня ростом. У меня, блядь, голова, нахуй, меньше, чем, блядь, она. Ну, то есть, в толщину. Хуя, вон, кавашек. Поле, сапожки, тропинка вообще четко. Колокольчиков встретили всего 2 штуки. А, это техника катается наша. Назад на мотике поедем. Сейчас кого-нибудь подобьем, пусть пешком идет. Да, вот одной ногой на откате. Спокойно можно пойти назад. Ну, назад, то есть именно вообще домой вернуться туда. Нет. С заебущим подносом пиздуем. Да хоть пожрем. Хоть что-то радует. Ладно, чё. Всем салам.
Now, in the next clip coming up, a Ukrainian Mi-24 attack helicopter carries out a targeted attack on Russian forces using a tactical maneuver considered one of the most dangerous but effective ways of using aviation assets at the front. At high speed, the pilot climbs the aircraft up to a steep angle and at the very peak of the climb, fires a volley of unguided rockets at Russian fortifications. And as you might have noticed, the funny bit is that the drone that was recording the footage was actually almost hit by the barrage of rockets. The helicopter can then be seen sharply veering away, firing flares in order to deflect any possible enemy attacks. And as seen on the footage itself, the operation itself was quite successful. Now, we're going to be moving on to the next feature. In the Sumy sector of the front, Ukrainian defenders once again showed the Russians that every attempt to break through will have fatal consequences for them. Soldiers from the Ukrainian 36th Separate Marine Brigade thwarted another attack of the Russian occupiers, destroying 3 enemy ATVs, along with a group of infantry moving toward Ukrainian positions. During the assault attempt, Russian units used vehicles to quickly break through Ukrainian lines, probably to recon or to create a foothold for later action. But Ukrainian Marines acted quickly, laying down accurate fire and eliminating 5 Russians and 3 of their vehicles. In the Luhansk region's Kreminna area, Ukrainian defenders from the 63rd Separate Mechanized Brigade once again demonstrated how modern technology is changing the course of this war. Thanks to the efforts of recon and FPV drone operators, one of the newest models of the venerable Russian T-72 tank, the B-3M version, was discovered and successfully destroyed. This variant is the pride of the Russian military. Improved optics, dynamic protection systems, new communications and targeting suites. All this was still powerless against the accurate, fast and merciless strike of Ukrainian drones. So as we can see, another piece of Russian armor is now scrap metal, and Ukraine has shown time and time again that it can degrade the Russian capability to wage war, something that is quite useful not just for Ukrainians, but also for NATO, which again brings me to refer to a certain issue. If the US government really doesn't want to help Ukraine, perhaps at this stage it might be making a mistake. Naturally, we do know that they want to bring this war to a close, but if Putin doesn't want to negotiate, the best option would be to arm Ukraine to the teeth. That way, later on, Russia is less of a problem, not just for Ukraine, but also, again, for pretty much everyone around. And it should be in the interest of Washington as well. Food for thought. And with this, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news, updates and commentary.